Hello and welcome to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft with Grand Zoo, episode 6, day 250 to 300. In the last episode I spent quite a few days collecting blocks and materials to build this epic gold farm. In this episode I will complete it as well as begin spawn proofing it. And oh my god, is spawn proofing horrible. The next part of this farm was pretty straightforward. It was just building 18 of these platforms made out of magma blocks. This farm was massive, and before I could fill in the layers, I had to put turtle eggs in to make the pigmen grow aggro. And they walk and fall down these big fancy tubes with the grindstones.
Bruh.
Absolutely perfect.
I really botched that one, so I flew away to make them despawn and returned to try it again. With all the turtle eggs in place, I began filling in each layer, and this took quite a long time.
What is that?
I had brought enough magma cubes to do all but 2 layers. So I grabbed the last of the magma cubes I would need. This did not take very long, and I was very excited to be finished. 18 layers later, and all that was left to do was put a roof on it and gas proof it before I moved on to the collection system. This roof was about 2,600 glass blocks. I can't quite remember, but it was not what I wanted to be doing after 18 layers of laying magma blocks. At this point, I was just fried, but so happy to be done. Then I had to put string in between this gap all the way along the roof. No idea why. The final part here is just gas proofing. The collection system is by far the most complicated thing I've ever done in Minecraft, and if I explained it, I would just sound like an idiot. This part, to me, is very funny, though, putting all of these random hopper mine carts everywhere. Now, I'm not like one of those guys who understands things in Minecraft, so on really intense builds like this, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I have no idea what's going on, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I hope I don't mess up, because if I do, the farm might be broken forever, because I can't fix it. I'm sure somebody out there could tell me why this build has these like this, but to me, it just looks like a bunch of nonsense.
Don't do drugs.
Now, when I say complicated, this is just part of the collection system. It eventually goes to an auto sorter and has a very, very cool redstone machine to push all the items together. When I started building this next part, I had no idea what I was building or where it was going. This contraption is very cool, but very strange. I will do my very best to explain this part, but these staircase-shaped contraptions, they catch the items and then the upper three layers close flush with that bottom block, so it's kind of straight, and all the items then fall down to the auto sorter. But this is very high level Minecraft redstone, at least for me anyway. And finally, it was time to just build the auto sorter, and this farm would be done. All of the really intense parts are over, and now I just have to make sure I don't mess up the auto sorter. I've never built an auto sorter before, but it's basically just 3 hoppers and this very simple redstone build, and you just repeat that over and over again for however many items or chests you want to deal with. after putting in all the chests, just have to put exactly 41 gold nuggets or gold ingots into these, and the auto sorter will be done as well. I decided all I really wanted to collect from this farm was gold ingots and gold nuggets, but I might change my mind and add one of these chests as rotten flesh as well to sell to clerics. But my favorite part of this build is that the gold swords just go down that ice track into the lava and you don't even have to think about them. And there it is, 100% done and running. And finally on day 313, the spawning platform, the killing chamber, and the auto sorter were all complete for this gold farm. Now at this point the farm was in fact working. The redstone is so complex I wasn't sure that that was the case. It was great news. Everything was working. It just was very slow because I had not spawn proofed in the Nether yet. Not realizing how badly it needed to be spawn proofed and how poor the rates were at this point, I AFK'd for a while, but I was also just really excited that this thing was working. I checked on the gold, and honestly in the moment I was really disappointed and kind of pissed off because this was a difficult build and I was expecting a lot more, but this thing isn't even close to running at full capacity, so I got to work spawn proofing everything. This next part I kept in because it's hilarious. Open this lava source, try and place a block, and it ends up on the other side of the portal. I was struggling here. On day 317 was when I really started to commit to this project, and let me tell you, this is the longest, most tedious project I have ever worked on in anything. I was also just clowning around, flying into lava, not realizing the next several hours would be pure misery.
Bruh.
Little did I know it, this ghast attack would be the most interesting thing to happen for 40 more days. At first I thought this might be fun, all naive, getting my cute little fire res pots and all my slabs, thinking I was about to have a bunch of fun. That wasn't gonna last very long because this is the Minecraft equivalent of hard hat lunch pail 12-hour days kind of work. This was brutal. To make matters worse, I didn't really know what I was doing. I know there's a spawning sphere, but I didn't download the mod to see it. So I was basically just doing this blind more or less and in a square, which is very inefficient. I'm very certain of two things. People would say I'm doing this wrong and that it's not affecting the spawn rates, but to me it seemed like it was, so I was pretty stoked. Other than that, AFK'd to check it out. I was not getting very much gold, so I continued spawn proofing until
Untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Stop bullying!
What the f-
So they killed my mending guy and another guy. I didn't even know what he did. But they killed them both, and now I had a raid, and it was exactly what I did not want to be doing. With the Mega Beacon, even with Elytra, I was pretty invincible, and I was very pissed off. I was acting tough until it was nighttime, and the mobs were helping the Vindicators get me down pretty low on health, so I went to bed real quick. Then I just kind of took my time, picking off each wave, waiting for the evokers to come, and hoping I didn't have to fight too many Vex. I was able to get quite a few totems, so that's definitely a silver lining for this accidental raid that I did not want to take part in. I was becoming pretty decent at killing the Vex, and they were no longer scaring me as much. I certainly allow these to take way too long, because even considering that I slept one of the nights, it took 5 full Minecraft days almost for me to beat this raid. I wrapped it up, got the totems, and moved on. So, this shouldn't take much longer, right? Right? I did want to kind of show how tedious this process was, so I included some of it here, but keep in mind, I probably did this hundreds of more times.
Wow, dude!
For this to work, you need to get every single nook and cranny, and that's by far the hardest part. So I just kept grinding away every once in a while, checking on the farm to see if it was running more efficiently, and healing my tools, checking for gold, just all that kind of stuff. Once you start doing this process, the mobs will not spawn as frequently, so anytime I had a little fight, it was a much needed break from all of the monotony. I really wanted most of the spawn proofing to be uniform and be this stone brick because it looks very cool, so I was having to heal my silk touch pickaxe a lot. This process just went on and on and on, mining for complete days, then spawn proofing till I ran out of slabs. I began to wonder if this particular gold farm was even worth it, but I was way too committed at this point. If I didn't finish it eventually, then I couldn't live with myself. I'm not gonna lie, certain aspects of this can be soothing. You just have one goal and you just keep going and going. But it was too long. It takes too long. It takes too long. It's really difficult to know which footage not to cut when you're doing this, but I just tried to show very hard to reach areas and bits of the progress. I'm not sure if the spawn proofing really works like this, but it felt like every time I came back there were more mobs, and I was just gonna keep telling myself that until it was done. Also, because I'm lazy, I was holding a looting 3 sword in my offhand instead of getting looting 3 for my smite 5 sword. Very lazy, but it was helping a little bit get more gold. Unfortunately for me, the Nether fortress was also in what I thought was the range for the spawn proofing, so I had to take care of this as well. Which is somehow even more annoying. There's really only so much commentary you can provide on this process. So spawn proofing is terrible. I don't ever want to do it again, although I assume I will when 1.18 comes out. At this point I was using any and all slabs. Uniformity be damned. Finally found the edge of where all this was supposed to end, and I realized I had so much farther to go. There was an obscene amount left to do. I don't understand how people do this multiple times or multiple farms or just even once. It's ridiculous. I was going mad, slowly going mad. I hate blocks, I hate slabs, I hate mobs, I hate...
What is that?
Don't have time for this magma cube. It's pretty cool, but I don't have time for this. at this point, I never wanted to place another slab as long as I lived. This is not healthy for anyone. But I'm going to finish this gold farm. I want the gold farm. Through 350 days, another raid done that I didn't want to do, and it was an accident. Continuing on the spawn proofing project, which I will have to periodically come back to because it's way too much work for anybody. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Gronzu. I will be continuing this series. Please like and subscribe to follow, and I will see you in the next one.